people.
Well, now GB News can exclusively reveal that British Transport Police have updated their policy to reflect the court ruling, meaning that same-sex searches will now be based on biological sex rather than gender. Let's speak to Charlie Peters, our national reporter, for more on this.
So we've seen guidance being sent to British Transport Police officers, which is in reaction to that ruling, which said that they would seek further clarity, but in the meantime, while they have a chance to digest the judgment, it's going to be the case that strip searches and intimate searches will be conducted according to biological sex for both the detainee and the officer, because we've seen concerns raised by the campaign group Sex Matters about how detainees who are biological men but had a gender recognition certificate were asking for female officers to conduct intimate searches of them. Now, they've told me that they've spoken to several officers who've been through that process who were pained by it, who did not appreciate that experience. And we've contacted British Transport Police for comment on this recent change that we've seen, but so far haven't heard anything.
So this is interesting. So this is off the back of the ruling yesterday. Things are already changing in a demonstrable way.
Yeah, British Transport Police were an outlier on this. There was no other force that we were aware of that had this specific guidance in place for strip searches to be conducted according to a gendered recognition certificate rather than biological sex. However, in February, the National Police Chiefs Council, which is sort of the body that represents senior officers, it was reported that they had revived plans to look into this more broadly. So BTP, while an outlier last year, could have become more of a common pattern with other forces. However, it's now highly unlikely, following yesterday's judgment, that anyone else will be following them. But BTP, it seems, following that Supreme Court ruling, will be rowing back that stance. We'll await further clarity, as it says, from the Deputy Chief Constable Alistair Sutherland. They're looking to digest this information. They have referred staff who've been affected by it to what they describe as a well-being hub. Not sure what that entails. We have asked for clarity on that as well. But in the meantime, they have removed that policy and guidance as they process the ruling yesterday.
Fascinating. Charlie, thank you very much indeed, our national reporter, with that breaking news.